Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons.
Let's go, let's go! Here we go, set! Topper, topper!
Watch the curl, watch the curl! Kill, kill, kill! Turn up! Kill, kill, kill! Turn up!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, D, let's go!
Get it!
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through. Nothing but room to run.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
You draw quarter.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Time to go, night, night. Mike 54, Mike 54.
Hey, zoom.
Go.
Off the play fake. Gordon lets it fly for Thielen, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Off play action. Gordon. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Gordon. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Check, Mike. Boy.
Looking to throw. Gordon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready, Blue 80! Blue 80!
Mike. Coming this way. Here we go.
Check it out!
On first down, it's Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick some.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
53 is the Mike.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So on fourth down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let it stick the oar.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start the drive with Cook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready?
At the 54, Mike. On deck.
Hey! High 7!
Shoot!
Off the play fake. Gordon lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 56 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And the Falcons first down.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Ryan, man open. That's Calvin Ridley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Gotta do better.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Come on, set. 8 lead.
Got you, boy. I got you.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Out, 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 out. Shoot. Kill.
Hey, lock it.
Kill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon, flush to his right. There goes a deep ball. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tajay Sharp, 43 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
What's the
21.
From the 17, Ryan taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. 21.
53, Mike.
20.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Ready to go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Bailey got the extra point, and it is 28-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Tuesday.
Back and go full strength. 54 is Mike.
Hey, 59, ready.
Watch 54. Hey, I'm coming.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
51, Sam.
64.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Open man is Samuel, complete. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
A loss of a yard on the play.
Hey, let's go.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He finds his man. It's Austin. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, that's going to be caught by Samuel. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
Gun.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Deebo Samuel with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep it.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 62 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw is Ryan. That's Samuel, caught left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Ryan on first down. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and the Falcons pick up the first. Here's Ryan to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Got it.
53, Mike. Hey, come on, now.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
25, 51, Sub. Hey, Sub.
Watch twin.
On first down, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check. Squeeze. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Gordon escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 60 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Who's that?
58.
On third down, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Now Ryan. And now here's another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Vikings, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the